जगह पे मांग रहा है और इंस्टॉलेशन ऑफ sanitary napkin vending machines and there are other several demands. So what you have to say, drinking water facilities?
Yeah, thank you for your attention and thank you for taking my statement. The thing is that since a few months, not a few months, but maybe a few weeks, this demand, students have been coming to us with the demand of canteen. Actually, canteen used to be there earlier, and then it was after COVID it was discontinued. We had to start it again, but it took some time because we were busy in other things. But we started on time, and students are also demanding a canteen for some time. So ultimately, they approached us about 15-20 days back or 30 days back, if I am not mistaken, Rao can correct me on that. They approached us for the canteen and we immediately got into action. A space was identified, the vendor was identified, all the operations which are necessary for starting a canteen were done. And we gave them a date. Students were constantly coming to us, they give us a date, when will you start. And looking at our arrangements, we gave them a date of 8th May as the date when we will start the canteen. Because we thought everything is in place, the vendor was identified, the place was identified, everything was, all the furniture, everything was in place. Unfortunately, what happened was something which happened on the 4th, which was beyond our control of the university. The person who owned the space and was ready to rent out to us backed out. For his personal reasons, he said he's not going to rent this space to us. So we were in a quandary now. At the last moment, suddenly the vendor backed out. We had no space. So we informed SUSA at that time that the vendor has backed out for reasons beyond our control. And therefore, it might take a little more time. We have given 8th May as the date. Registrar Sahab was here. 4th, we came to know about the vendor backing out. And 5th, 6th, were holidays because of, there was Buddha Purnima, Saturday, Sunday, and we had all gone to Yuksun. So we said that we will come back and again start working on it to find out the space. Unfortunately, the student in the Susabadi said that we don't care about this. You had told us 8th as the date of giving us the canteen. We have to have the canteen, and if it is not there, we will agitate. So we told them, please understand, things are beyond our control. We were about to open it, the person backed out. So give us some more time, but they were not ready to do that. Anyway, so that was one thing. And then there was other demands of about 11 points which these people had sent. So some members had sent.
Canteen is ready.
Okay, let me complete the canteen. So then we immediately got into action when we came to know that they'll go on that they are not they want the canteen and they are going to agitate on the 8th. We immediately identified one place which university had in its possession and we started the canteen. So on the 8th, Registrar issued a notice again to SUSA saying that we are again looking for alternate space. And we have identified the space, we have identified vendor, everything. And by 11th of May, the canteen will start. And that letter was sent by Registrar to SUSA. But they won't accept. They said, no, you said 8th, it has to be there on the 8th. We are not going to budge on that and we will agitate. But in fact, when I told Rao Sahab that they are starting to agitate, let us get the canteen ready even before. So 11th is tomorrow, today is 10th and the canteen is ready. So you can go and see, we will go there and see the canteen. Canteen is fully ready, functional. It is close to the library. The point is students are demanding the canteen close to the library. Now you must understand one thing, that the Sikkim University does not have a campus. We are functioning from rented buildings and therefore things are not in our control. We have a space for library but there is no space available in close vicinity for the canteen to be there. So we opened the canteen in the place where we had, which is the top of the health center, which is not very far from library. It's about 500 meters or something. It is close enough. So as far as the main demand of canteen is concerned, we have a canteen which is functional. We have invited the students, we have invited the faculty to come and have lunch with us. I am inviting all of you also. Come and have lunch with us at 1 o'clock in that canteen. It's a fully functional canteen on top of the health center. We'll go and see that. We'll go and take a look at that at 1 o'clock. So as far as the canteen is concerned, that demand has been fulfilled. Canteen was never subsidized. Let me also tell you, students have been adding demand. First they wanted a canteen, When you said canteen is there, they said they wanted a subsidized canteen. We cannot provide subsidized food in the canteen because it is not in their power. No university supplies subsidized food to students on canteen, in their canteen. If you do it, it will be a financial irregularity. We cannot do that. Subsidized is out of question. Centralized, it is already there. So as far as canteen is concerned, the demand is fulfilled. And I fail to understand why is there an agitation here. There is absolutely no rationale, there is absolutely no ground, there is absolutely no moral basis for having this agitation.
Sir, the rate that we will be at which the foods will be offered is slightly subsidized because we are giving that space free of course to the vendor. So that much benefit they are transferring it to the student.
Yes.
So that you can. It's a subsidized, partly
so
subsidized.
it is partly subsidized. It is subsidized not because we are taking the money from our government, but because we have rented the space to a vendor, so he will give us food at some subsidized rate, and we pass those subsidized rates on to the student. So in a sense, it is also subsidized partially, of course. So we are doing the best we can to to fulfill the students' demand, but they don't understand. It's unfortunate. So that is about the canteen. As far as 19 demands, the list of 11 demands which the SUSA had submitted to us, I called them yesterday at 3 o'clock or 3 o'clock to my office in the presence of 3 SUSA members, in which General Secretary Devraj Chhetri was there and 2 other members of SUSA Council, along with the DSW, the finance officer, registrar, and the whole administrative team from Sikkim University, including CB Chhetri and myself. We had a discussion for 3 hours here. 3 hours we discussed from 3 o'clock till 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. And out of these 11 demands, we agreed to most of them. And we evolved a plan in consultation and in agreement with the SUSA as to how to go about solving this. For instance, Xerox machine. We agreed that we'll supply a Xerox machine and how to do it and when will it be done, we decided on that. About the sanitary pads, we also decided that we'll give it. How to do it, go about doing it, we decided on that. So most of the demands we met.
Almost.
So I don't understand what is the agitation about.
So sorry to interrupt. Sikkim University being the central university, the students they have put on the demand of the coaching facilities regarding the UGC net. So what is the stand of the administration?
Coaching facility at one time used to be there in central universities about 3-4 years back. UGC used to give us funds to run coaching center for SC, ST and OBC to clear net exam and other competitive examinations. It was there. Unfortunately, that scheme has been discontinued now. So after the COVID, that scheme does not exist anymore. It was there in Sikkim University till 2018-19. When I joined, it was there, it was functional. But after that, it has been discontinued. So at the moment there, when it came to the demand of that was one of the demands for starting the coaching. We told them and they agreed that at the moment university doesn't have any funds for starting the coaching and the coaching has been discontinued. UGC does not give any fund. If a student wants to contribute and start something, if students want to contribute, we can start coaching. But the student said no, we don't agree to it.